Welcome in the second episode of the alternate learning system which we have started. There are various ways of learning. I remember once I was in the bus and I was going with the students for a flood relief camp. The students were sitting inside. I was in the front with the driver. The students were making noise. The driver said me that, sir, they are making noise. I was upset. I was thinking about my problems, that पैसे नहीं है, वहाँ जाना है, ये काम है, this I could not, many problems I was thinking. I got up and I asked the students, please quiet. I sat down again. Again the students were making noise. The driver said me again that, sir, the students are making noise. I got up and I scolded one of the students and said, why you are creating a noise? There was a class 6 student sitting next to the one whom I scolded. He suddenly said me that, sir, वो देखिए ना, वो झोपड़ी कैसे बह रही है, सर वो देखिए ना, गाय कैसे बंधा हुआ है. I got a lesson that I am sitting, I am tripping over my problems. बेकार चीज सोच रहे हैं. And my child is learning, and he is learning from some ways. वो देख रहा है और सीख रहा है. So let us learn. Let us be in a habit of knowing many things. In history, we are having 4 chapters. I am going to start with the age of industrialization. Then we'll have the print culture and the modern world, and then nationalism in India and nationalism in Europe. Exactly, I couldn't understand that what a student is supposed to know from this particular lesson. I was going through the lesson, I got to know about the factory system and many things. But now I have realized that this was the major change. The age of industries had a major impact on the world, and which we are facing till now. You will be amazed to know that this was the industries and non-industries. The factory system and the non-factory system was the only difference between Europe and Asia. It was the factory system when they started, and they called it as the age of industrialization, and they started making age of industrialization as the modern age, and this is the modern age, the age of industries. Now we are around the second or third phase of the industrial revolution. Let me start from the beginning, how it started and how it had impact on the society. So it's not only for the marks you are going to study. ये जरूरी नहीं कि आप एग्जाम के लिए पढ़ रहे हैं. You should be knowing all these things. A British painter, E.T. Paul, in 1900 he published a painting. In that painting it was shown that the machines were there, the smokes were there, the factories were there, the crowd was there, a goddess was there on the wheels, and the name of the painting was DAWN, Dawn of the Century, means एक नई सदी की शुरुआत, and that शुरुआत will be based on the industries. The wheel was denoting the time that how this age is going to be changed. And slowly it was established that this age of industrialization is related to the age of modernization, and the age of industrialization and the modernization came together. It was said in that way. The production system was there. Asian countries, they were producing, they were called as Orient, the Mediterranean people, the Central Asian, that was the Orient area. And the production was there, but not with the help of the sophisticated machines, or you can say the factory system. The chapter name is the age of industrialization. Means एक ऐसा युग जब मशीन से सामान बनना शुरू हो गया, एक ऐसा युग जब फैक्ट्री में सामान बनना शुरू हो गया, एक ऐसा एज जब वर्कर्स सामान बनाना शुरू कर दिए, एक ऐसा एज जहां मास प्रोडक्शन, ज़्यादा प्रोडक्शन होना शुरू कर दिया, डिवीजन ऑफ लेबर हो गया. विल कम टू दैट. बट द प्रोडक्शन वाज गोइंग ऑन बिफोर हैंड. सामान तो पहले भी बनता था, पहले भी ट्रेडर्स होते थे. That period of history is called as the proto-industrialized period. So now we have got 2 words, the proto-industrialized period and the age of industrialization. Means in the proto-industrialized period, the production was done maximum with the help of hands. The production was not done in the factories. The production was done not by the labor, it was the household affair. But the production was there. And then the age of industrialization came, the factory system came. During the proto-industrialized period, the traders were the most dominant class, व्यापारी. ये जहाँ जहाँ प्रोडक्शन होता था वहाँ से सामान खरीदते थे. दे यूज टू ब्रिंग दोज प्रोडक्शन इन लंदन और वहाँ पर उसका पैकिंग वुकिंग होता था एंड एक्सपोर्टेड फ्रॉम द लंदन बिकेम अ पैकिंग सेंटर. The merchants during the proto-industrialized period, they were going to the countryside also. The problem was that in the urban areas, the producers had organized themselves in a group, in a guild, GUILD. So the prices were very high. You must have heard कि एक ज़माने में सारे कारपेंटर्स एक कॉलोनी में रहते थे, सारे गोल्ड स्मिथ एक कॉलोनी में रहते थे, घर से सब काम करते थे, फैक्ट्रीज नहीं था, वर्कर्स नहीं थे. Because of that, the merchants during the proto-industrialized were forced to go to the countryside for the production because वहाँ सस्ता मिल जाता था. They used to give the samples और बता देते थे कैसे बनाना है, सैंपल दे देते थे, कपड़ा दे देते थे एंड वहाँ से प्रोडक्शन होकर के जो भी चीज़ प्रोड्यूस करना है वहाँ से प्रोडक्शन होकर के आ जाता था. लंदन आता था, लंदन में पैकिंग शैकिंग होता था एंड इट वाज सेंट टू द रिक्वायर्ड जहाँ भेजना होता था वहाँ भेज दिया जाता था. द प्रोडक्शन वॉज गोइंग ऑन दैट वे. बट स्लोली देयर इमर्ज अ फैक्ट्री सिस्टम. फैक्ट्री सिस्टम में क्या, सारे वर्कर्स एक साथ काम करते हैं, प्रोडक्शन अच्छी मशीन से बनाई जाती है, केयरफुल सुपरविजन होता है. सो दिस फैक्ट्री सिस्टम चेंज्ड एवरीथिंग. I was said a story, I don't know from where I got that. There was about Mr. Henry Ford. He was the first industrialist who started the industries on the basis of division of labor. इसका मतलब जैसे he started with the car manufacturing. भाई कार का पूरा बॉडी सामने रख दिया जाता था. There were 80 to 90 people appointed. सबका अपना अपना काम होता था. एक का काम है अपना टायर को देखना, एक का काम है क्लचेस को देखना, एक का काम है ब्रेक. The work was allotted and the time started. सबने अपने काम किया और इस तरीके से एक दिन में 4 कार बनने लगी. This was the assembly line method of production, and this started during the age of industrialization. The factories started, the workers started, and the production was now in a complete supervised way. If someone asks you the question, describe the difference between the production during the proto-industrialized and the age of industrialization, it is very simple to say that during proto-industrialized period, the production was not done with the help of the factories, it was a household affair. In the age of industrialization, the production was in a careful, supervised way in a factory, so the production was much, all these things. This system of age of industrialization or the industrialization process was not abrupt. ये ऐसा नहीं कि एकाएक हो गया. It took lot of time. The pace of industrial change. ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ production बढ़ गया. The other changes also affected the society. A very important topic is the pace of industrial change. जो industrial change आया वो एक process में हुआ, एक slowly एक pace में हुआ. पहले there was change in the cotton textile and the iron steel industries. नए machines बनने लगे. The factory system started. Then there was change in the traditional industries. When the machine made industries emerged, the traditional industries also had some changes. New industries started emerging. Furniture industry, the paper industry, glass industries. And then finally the mechanized machine started. James Watt had invented the steam engine and then the mechanized machine started. So this way there was a pace of industrial change. During the early years of the age of industry, during the Victorian age when Queen Victoria was the emperor of England, during those days the people were against the use of the machine. The reason was the machines were very costly. Secondly, the servicing was very difficult. Thirdly, the abundant labor was there, so there was no need to purchase a costly machine. And during the Victorian age, the rich people preferred the handmade goods. There were many other people also who opposed the machine. We have reference that a machine spinning jenny was invented, and सबने सोचा कि भाई स्पिनिंग जेनी ये वुमेन को अनएम्प्लॉयड करेगी, सो ऑल द वुमेन स्टार्टेड अटैकिंग स्पिनिंग जेनी. You must have read in class 9th also Captain Swing was there who was against the use of machine. But धीरे धीरे it all started changing in England first and later on the other parts of Europe. शहर बनने लगे, नए नए फैक्ट्रीज बन गए, गांव से लोग काम करने आने लगे. चार्ल्स डिकन्स हैड डिस्क्राइब इन हिज बुक हार्ड टाइम्स अबाउट द लाइफ ऑफ द वर्कर्स ड्यूरिंग दोज एज. सबको बहुत मुश्किल से रहना होता था, अच्छे वेज नहीं मिलते थे, मेनी थिंग्स. द सेकेंड पार्ट, the second part of this chapter also we should be understanding, and that is about our country. This is not the right platform to talk about India, but my simple message is that we should be knowing about the India. We should be knowing how India was exploited, and one of the episode I am saying you here in this particular chapter. Now we are aware that there were two ages, the proto-industrialized and the age of industrialization. During proto-industrialized period, the traders were important. They used to come and they used to purchase the goods and sell in the market. India was also a very famous trading center. The Europeans used to come after the discovery of the sea route by Vasco da Gama. The Europeans used to come and they used to purchase, and it was sold in the European market, and lots of profit they were getting. India का सामान का बहुत ज़्यादा डिमांड था. There are many producing centers in India, जैसे सूरत, मछलीपट्टनम, varieties of चीज़ें, कपड़े, ये सब बनाए जाते थे. They were very famous in the European market. The problem started among the two European companies, the British East India Company and the French East India Company. Both wanted to establish monopoly over the Indian trade. इसका मतलब जैसे I am a shirt producer. अब मैंने अपना शर्ट बेचना है 100 रुपीज़ में. ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी आएगा, बोलेगा कि भाई 100 रुपीज़ में आपका शर्ट कर देंगे. फ्रेंच ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी आएगा, बोलेगा 150 में आपका शर्ट खरीदेंगे, बिकॉज दे नो की डिमांड बहुत है, मैंने इसको 150 में बेचा है. तो क्लैश किस में होगा? बिटवीन दीज टू यूरोपियन कंपनीज टू एस्टैब्लिश द मोनोपोली. Carnatic war was there between the British East India Company and the French East India Company, and finally the British became the ruler. They defeated the French, and now the British established the monopoly of the over Indian trade. The monopoly was established in three ways. First, by force, annexation force. Secondly, by the system of advance. भाई किसी वीवर्स को पैसे की ज़रूरत है, उसको बहुत सारा पैसा दे दिया और कह दिया कि भाई 5 साल तक आपको इतने कम कीमत में ये सामान हमको सप्लाई करना पड़ेगा. सो द वीवर्स यूज्ड टू डू दैट. दे अपॉइंटेड द ऑफिसर्स कॉल्ड गोम सथास. These Gom Satas were supposed to supervise and keep a careful check on the weavers कि वो सामान इंडिया को, सामान ईस्ट इंडिया का, ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी को दे रहा है. There are many references of clashes between the Gom Sathas and the Indian weavers during that time. Policing system, what we have a negativity towards the police, that system emerged during those times. The Gom Sathas, they used to wear the dress and they used to कोड़े लगाते थे, बहुत सारा जाति करते थे weavers पर. All the weavers were now in a problem. Age of industrialization started in Europe. Now the commercial policy changed. अब ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट कभी नहीं चाहेगा कि ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी भारत से सामान लेकर के यूरोप में या इंग्लैंड में बेचे. Now they started East India Company to force them to sell the British goods in the Indian markets, and now the commercial policy changed during the age of industrialization. India जहाँ से सामान खरीद के जाता था, now it became the importer of the British goods. सारा इंडिया में अब ब्रिटिश का सामान आने लगा. The Indian industries could not compete with the cheaper machine-made goods. There was one-way free trade policy. भारत से कोई सामान यूरोप जाएगा, हाई टैक्स. इंग्लैंड यूरोप से सामान कोई भारत आएगा, इंग्लैंड से आएगा, कोई टैक्स नहीं. The Indian industries could not compete with this situation. All the raw material was taken away. 1860 में कहा जाता है कि there was a civil war in America. वहाँ से सारा कॉटन सप्लाई इंग्लैंड जाता था, कॉटन सप्लाई रुक गया, सारा कॉटन भारत से खरीद के लिया जाता था, एंड so the Indian weavers were not having the raw material, so it led to the deindustrialization. A term has been coined, deindustrialization, the ruin of Indian industries, and all happened during the age of industrialization because of the British rule. Now there are various questions which is related to this particular topic. I'll just say you the question, just try to understand, try to feel that way you can say the answers right now or not. First, write the features of proto-industrialized period. You can say it by during this period production was not done with the help of the workers. During this period production was done in the household. During this period the merchants were dominant. Everything you explain. Write the features of age of industrialization. You can say water guilds. You can say it was a group of the producers, and because of that prices were high. Why in the early years the people were against the use of the, during the Victorian age the people were against the use of machine. Describe the pace of industrial change, describe the life of workers, describe the ways how British established monopoly in India, who were Gomsatas, why the old centers like Surat and Machilipatnam declined, and the new centers. Now the orientation has changed. पहले सामान यहाँ से बाहर जाता था, अब बाहर से सामान आने लगा. Now the ports were port cities became more important. Mumbai, Calcutta, Madras, they emerged as the major centers. What happened during the proto-industrialized? Write the factors which led to the decline of industries in India during the proto-industrialized period. You can say very simple three things. The Indian industries could not compete with the British cheaper machine makers. Secondly, there was one way free trade policy. Indian goods were taxed very heavily, and they lacked the raw material also, because all the raw material was taken away. If someone asks you the question, write the effects of American Civil War on India, you can say all raw materials because of the Civil War was taken away, so it led to the complete ruin of Indian industries. The last part of this chapter is related to the Indian enterprising, how the industry started in India. In the 1853 the cotton mill started. In 1854 jute mill started. There were many industrialists in India, and they were very dominant. Navigation was under control. The trade was going on between China and India, but the British made it a policy not to the Indian industries. There were 3 European managing agencies which were catching all the goods of India. I remember one, Henry Hule. It was a European managing agencies, and it catered all the goods what the India required. Birds and Higgins was also there. There was one more. The British made it a policy कि Indian industry को support नहीं करेंगे. All banks were under the control of the British government. So industries but still we had a development. This is the peculiarity of the Indian industry growth. 1905 में एक स्वदेशी आंदोलन शुरू हुआ. Because of that, now there was growth of some Indian industries. Rabindranath Tagore, he started the first Bengal chemical Swadeshi store. The medicine का काम पूरा होने के लिए, medicine के लिए. During the First World War, the British were forced to start some industries in India, and finally it led to the industrial growth slowly in India. The traditional industries in India that time also still predominated, and till now they are predominating. They are dominating still. Maximum workers were employed in the traditional industries. और ऐसा ऐसा प्रोडक्शन होता था. जैसा एक कॉटन कपड़ा कहा जाता है सताका. इट वॉज सो फाइन कि एक अंगूठी से एक थान कपड़ा निकल जाता था. इट वॉज सेड. So the traditional industries also predominated in India, and it continues till now. And the last 2 pages is about the advertisement. कैसे early years में advertisement का start हुआ. जैसे one of the thing is given, made in Manchester. Manchester was a place in England जहाँ पर cotton बहुत अच्छा होता था. तो Indian production जो हुआ वहाँ पे something like that. Advertisement का एक last पे बचा हुआ है. अब now if you compile this, listen to me again. Questions यही सारे हैं. अब questions क्या क्या पूछेंगे? Name the 3 European managing agencies. Describe the peculiarities of the industrial growth. These are some of the questions which I will be giving you in writing through the PDF, and then you are going to compile this particular lesson. I'm going to give an assignment also for this particular lesson. आपको एक बार देखना है, समझना है और उसको write up करना है. And do not forget, I need also motivation. So